Hello everyone, good evening. Let me start by saying tendering rather my unreceived, or is it received? I think it's unreceived apologies, alright, for starting almost 15 minutes behind schedule. It's not deliberate, it's not intentional. Something just came up, I have to just quickly attend to that before coming on the live chat. Alright, good evening. It's always good to have you here again. My name is Fumilola Akintola Williams. I am the lead coach at the Informed and Reformed Teens Academy. It is an online mentorship academy for girls and girls alone, whereby the grace of God, we have a curriculum that will run your girls through from the ages of 8 to 18 before they transition into profitable adulthood. You can just become an adult without anything to show for it. But here, by the grace of God, we have a curriculum that we're going to walk your daughter through and walk your daughter through to ensure that they are fully equipped with all of the things that they need to handle life. All right, that being said, because our time is far gone already, I'll just go right on to it. And then today we're going to be having a conversation. It's going to be based on how to boost your teenage daughter's confidence for relevance and impact. Don't forget, I chose those words carefully. Relevance and impact. You're not just it's not a show off thing. You're not just it's not just about saying, oh, my daughter is confident, my daughter is, and that's where it ends. No, there's a purpose for relevance and then for impact, because really, essentially, that's why we're here. We're not here because of ourselves alone. We're not here just to make everything the things I want to do be about me, myself, and I. We're here because of other people. We're here because there's a lot of things that God has deposited into every one of us, that our world, especially our girls, there's a lot that God has deposited in our girls that the world needs to hear and that the world needs to benefit from. And that is the conversation we're going to be having this evening. And trust me, part of the things that they're going to need to showcase this potentials, these gifts, part of what they'll be needing is what they will be needing on their journey is this confidence. Is very important. You'll be shocked. But I have seen adults, I have seen adults in a public place. I've seen adults as a place where they should open their mouth and speak, and for whatever reasons and for all sort of reasons they're not able to say a word. I've seen it. So don't say, it's not such a big deal after all. Trust me when I say it is a big deal. And you know what? See, my coach will always say that even people that are not people that don't know their onions, if they have confidence, people will follow them. But the one that knows his onions, that knows what he wants to say, what he wants to do, but lacks the confidence, people will be like, what's she talking about? What is talking about? Do you understand? So please don't even begin to think, oh, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. I've seen girls struggle with words. I've seen girls struggle to say no. I've seen girls struggle to articulate their thought, articulate their word, articulate their mind. And how are you going to impact? How are you going to be relevant when when you can't even stand for yourself, when you're not even confident enough for yourself? And see, this is not just something that will happen. As I said, as I've often said, things won't just happen because your girl will not just become a what's the word now? She won't just become that go smashing, go getter, record breaking kind of girl. It won't just happen. It has to be deliberately worked. It has to be intentionally worked, and that is why we're having this conversation this evening. So please don't say it will just happen. No, I've just told you that there are some adults that they can't even hold conversations beyond their immediate family. They can't hold conversations. Trust me, I've seen them, I've met them, and it's not a good place to be. And for a girl that wants to be relevant, for a girl that wants to make impact, confidence is going to be have to be very, very important. As a matter of fact, it gets to a point that you become so unapologetic and even aggressive about your confidence, such that nobody can shut you down, nobody can shove you off or shove you away. So please, let's begin to walk our girls through this journey and how we're going to do it. And I'm sure that at one point or the other you have seen some girls that you wish, I am sure that you wish, oh, I wish my daughter could face the crowd, I wish my daughter could do this, or I wish my daughter could just hold her own. So it goes beyond wishing. We can't just keep wishing. We need to put in the work, and part of what we need to put in the work is what we're talking about this evening. Number one thing you need to understand, you have to understand on time that it's not a day's journey. Confidence building is not a day's journey. Some of us, we became adults before we started taking classes in confidence, classes in self-esteem, classes in all of these things. We became adults. So number one, you have to first of all understand that right now, if your child is 10 now, that means you have like 10 years, or sorry, 8 years. If your child is 8, you have 10 years. If your child is 9, you have 11 years. Depending on the age of your child, you need to understand that it's not a day journey. Just the way you're teaching other things, the way you're teaching other values you're trying to build, all of the other gaps you see that you're trying to puts them back in place. It is the same way for this confidence thing. So don't go back. For example, why am I saying that you need to understand? It's not on just one day that the other will hold the mic and they will begin to talk and they begin to hold the audience captive. It's not going to happen in a day. It's not just one day that the daughter is going to stand in front of our mates, in front of our class, in front of whoever, and begin to marshal her point, marshal her argument. She will stutter. She will sometimes her heart. It will do as though her heart wants to come out of her chest and all of those things. All of these things are what she must experience. So you must understand. And why am I saying you understand? If you understand it early, you will not be feeling bad. Parents are very funny. When our kids, sometimes we think our children are gladiators. We know who gladiators are. People who perform, people who fight for fun. They are fighting for sport. Other people are watching, but for them, for the people that are watching, it's sport. It's fun. But for them, they are fighting for a reward. So sometimes we think that our children are there to just be gladiators for us. Your child is not a gladiator. She's not performing for the world. She's not performing for the audience. She's trying to live her life. So don't feel disappointed. Don't feel bad. Don't feel why she behaving like that when she hasn't gotten to that level yet. You know what? You need to put in the work. So please, this is your first thing that you need to understand. You need to understand that. You understand it on time. Some of us are very funny. The expectations that we place on our kids when we have not put in the work. You understand? You have not put in the work, then we're expecting something. That's the first law of madness. It's not going to happen. So understand that it's not a day's journey, and as such, don't be quick. Don't be quick to give up. Don't forget that you're aiming towards something. The confidence is not for show off. The confidence is not for to brag. The confidence is for your daughter's journey, a journey of impact, a journey of purpose. So you need to understand that first of all. So it will take one child 10 years, it could take another child 2 years, another child 3 years, 4 years, depending on the kind of work that you have put in. But if you understand early, that is not a day's journey, so you're not going to give up. So it's there for every time your daughter doesn't meet your required standard, for every time your daughter doesn't meet the required mark, that's not the time to give up. It's not the time to now start saying, what is it? What's the big deal in these things? It may not be a big deal to you, but it is a big deal to your daughter at that point in life, at that point of her journey. It may be a big deal to her. You need to understand this, and because of that, you need to have patience. You need to not give up on your daughter for this journey that we're talking about. That's the first thing you need to do. The number two thing you need to do to boost our confidence for relevance. Don't forget, this is very important. Our confidence is not for sure, it's for relevance, it's for our purpose, for our impact journey. The number two thing you need to do is you have to make up your mind. See, this thing that I said it, I don't know, one of the class, I said that if we knew our importance in the life of our kids, we will sit up. If we knew our role in the life of our kids, we will really sit up more than what we're doing. So you need to wholeheartedly commit to this journey. I've just told you that it's not a day's journey. So it's not 1 year journey. It depending on the age of your child. For example, if your child is 8, you have 10 years already. So please, you need to sit up, only commit to it. And when you only commit to something, you will invest in it time, you will invest in it resources, you invest everything that you need to do to ensure that your child comes out. And I hope you know that this confidence thing that we're talking about is even going to affect the choices that your daughter is going to make. She's going to, her confidence level will determine the choices she will make when she's being pulled here and there, when she's being dragged here and there. The confidence level will determine whether she will fall for this other side or whether she will choose this other side. So that is why it is very, very important in the journey of a girl. Confidence, that you cannot overemphasize it. So you have to be patient, you have to commit to the journey, everything you need to do. And as we go on in this class, I'll be telling you the things that we need to do to boost that confidence level. Because see, a girl rather, I'm particular about girls. A girl without confidence is a girl whose esteem has gone. So the issue of self-esteem does not even begin to come in, because it's even when you have an amount of confidence, then when you begin to say, okay, I am able to rise above whatever it is. But if your child is just, if for example she's in a class, for example your child is a first day in a new school, she's confident enough to meet new people. I don't know whether you understand. I've seen girls say to me that I don't know how to strike conversations. Trust me, I've seen it. Girls have said to me they don't know how to engage in conversations with fellow girls like them, and you begin to wonder, is that other girl carrying fire on her head? Do you understand? That's to say to you the confidence level of that girl. So if a girl is finding it hard to have conversations with a fellow girl, what do you think will happen? Do you not think that subtle bullying will start coming up? Do you not think that subtle changing of ideas, because they begin to just dump all of their plans on her, all of their ideas, all of their own whatever it is that they think is right, they begin to dump in on her, dump them on the girl. Because why? There's no confidence to say, no, you know what, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. So that's why this thing is very, very. And if she can't say that, how does she begin to use that confidence to do her own journey of impact, our own journey of relevance? Do you understand why it's very important? So please only commit to it. All of the fight with the girls have to stop. I am, as I'm saying to you, I'm saying to myself too. The fight with the girls. So it's not about fighting them. It's not about hammering down so hard on them. It's about, okay, what are we going to do? Am I going to help my child? Am I going to help my child achieve this? What am I going to do to ensure that my child is not lacking in the things that is important for our relevance, in the thing that is important for our impact? That is the conversation we need to begin to have. And because of that, because that is what is on your mind, you're going to put aside all of the anger, you're going to put aside all of the other things, all of their imperfections. You're going to put aside all of the things that you think that they are doing wrong, all of the things that you want them to do that they're not doing. You're going to be putting all of that aside, and then begin to focus on what is really, really important, which is you need to help them. You need to help them. That's the word. You need to help them build their confidence. Commit fully to it. Don't shy away from it. Don't be lazy about it. Don't say, are you aware that there's some girls that when they're having conversations with you, they can't look at you in the face? And if in the African context, they say to you that it is rude. And I say to you that that is wrong. It is not rude. When you're meeting the gaze of someone that is talking to you, are exuding, whether you know or not, you're exuding confidence, you're exuding even trust in yourself. The person believes that, oh, this is someone that can have conversations with. But when your girl is talking, even to a fellow girl, she's looking downward, she's talking to you, she can't look up, all of those things will eventually come to matter in a journey of confidence, I mean, a journey of impact and in a journey of relevance. So please make up your mind this evening that you're going to commit wholly to the confidence journey of your daughter, because it's going to be very, very important later on. The next thing you need to do, you need to create an enabling environment to grow confidence. This is on you again. You have to create that enabling environment. This can't be stressed enough. Don't bear that heavily on your daughter all the time. Don't bring the sledgehammer down all of the time. All of the time, it is one of the times that she has not done what all of the for every time she should think that she has underperformed, because you think that she's a gladiator, which she is not. So for every time you think that she has underperformed, can you not bring the hammer down all those times? What you're doing. I was watching it was very funny. I was watching a clip. Was it on Instagram? I don't know, maybe a couple of, and it was just a very short clip. And then they were the young man was talking about how he had post-traumatic stress disorder. Why? Because while he was home, every time his parents came in, there was also always something to complain about. Every time his parents came in, there was always something to shout about, and they didn't know, but it was causing havoc. It was causing havoc in the head of that child. And you know what? That is the truth about most African parents. They don't say anything to us because they feel that, oh, my mother will not even understand, or my dad will not even understand. But there's something my coach has always said, that you should not, your children should not have to heal from the trauma of you being their parent. So it shouldn't be a trauma. You shouldn't be a trauma to your child again. So please create an enabling environment for what? For confidence. It needs to be grown. So for example, your daughter says something like, "Oh, mommy, I want to this is what I'm thinking." I say, and you go something like, well, hey, what do you mean? How are you going to do that? Can't you do it this way? And then you begin to kill everything that the child is going to be saying. On Friday, was it on Friday? Yeah. And then I think I no, no, I think I picked my daughter from school, and then we're walking on and we're having a conversation. And she said, "Mommy, you know what? On Monday we're going to do this and this and this and this. Like some certain girls and I, we said that they will do this and this and this for some girls that have done this and this and." I said, "Oh, really? That's a great one." She said, "Mommy, are you really sure?" I said, "Of course." "Are you sure that to be?" I said, "Of course. Try it." The worst you will get is that no. But try it first. What have I done? I have created an enabling environment for our confidence to grow. Confidence in our abilities, confidence in our skills, confidence in ourselves, confidence in our personality. You've given me our 4 gifts in one by just creating that environment. And that's what you need to do. You need to create that enabling environment for your daughter. If, for example, your daughter comes and say, "Oh, mommy," for example, the girls come to me to say later and say, "Want to do this, want to do a cloth, want to do." I say, "Okay, what are we going to use and do?" And then we go about blah blah blah. What am I doing? I'm creating an enabling, and you know what? You have just not supported them alone. You have helped them grow. You have all helped them create that enabling environment for their confidence to grow. They have confidence in the thing they want to do. They have confidence in the outcome. I mean, in the process, then they have confidence in the outcome. You have gifted them these things. These are things that are very, very valuable for the confidence of your girls to grow. So please, in your home, don't shut them down. I know that you may think, oh, they keep buying things or they keep coming up with ideas. They don't forget, it's a learning process for them. It's a growth process for them as well. So don't shut every of their ideas down. Everything they say, don't. The more you do that, you would not know. But what you're doing is that you are killing that confidence, such that when they get to school and somebody says, "Oh, can somebody do this?" or "Who can do this?" they go, "I'm not sure we can." And because they've been shut down already, they've been shut down in the home because and in your own head, that's not what you plan to do. You didn't plan to shut them down, but probably you thought of, oh, how am I going to this one to buy this one or to get this one or to do this one? And for example, if your child is creative and then she comes with all of these things and then she keeps shutting it down, that you're doing a disservice to that child, to that girl. But when you create enabling environment, when you help the girl, she goes, okay, my mom will support me. That's an enabling environment. It doesn't matter that will make a mess. It doesn't matter that it will cost you. Yes, parenting will cost you time, it will cost you money. You must know that by now, of course. So it does not matter that all of that it will cost all of that. But what are you doing? You are creating the right atmosphere for your child to grow in confidence, especially if you're in diaspora. This is very, very key for you because you know what? The children that your teenage girl is rolling with are girls that have been tipped in confidence. These are you meet a 2-year-old in diaspora, you walk you have been two as early as 3 or even 4. They shake, say, "How are you doing today?" Blah blah blah, and they're not afraid to engage you. They're not afraid to ask you questions. So you can't. That's the environment your child is playing. So you can't afford to keep all of the things that we do, we can't afford to continue to do that. So please, parents, this is on us again. You need to create that enabling environment for your child to grow in confidence. The next thing you need to do to help your child to grow in confidence for relevance and impact, you need to begin to put in the confidence tools. Yeah, this is very, very important. Begin to put in the confidence tools by building competence from the place of strength. I'm going to emphasize a bit on this because it's very important. I said you need to begin to put in the confidence tools. What are the confidence tools? How are you going to do it? By building competence from place of strength. Every child I know, every teenager I know, every girl I know has at least 1, 2, or 3 strengths. I could list mine for you as I'm seated right now. I could list like 5 or 6 of mine for you. And that is how it is for every child, every teenager. As a matter of fact, science believes that every child is born a genius. That is the belief of science, that when we're a child, when we're children, we're geniuses. That's the belief of science, that it is parenting style and all of that degenerates children. That's what science says. But now I'm saying to us, so what you need to do, begin to put in the confidence tools of your child. How are you going to be doing that? Start from building competence. Competence, not from where you want, not from where you wish, not from where you'd rather, but from your child's place of strength. That's where to start. That is how to start. That is how to continue for a child to grow in confidence. Please, parents, don't think, oh, I wish this is the child I had. Oh, I wish. Let me say something to you. My child, for what sort of reasons, she didn't. Before I cut my hair, before I cut my hair, it was long. It may not be feel like the film, but it was really long. But I got tired and I cut it. So I was hoping that she was going to pick my hair. Or somehow happened, she didn't pick my hair, and it began to become an issue for her. Oh, mommy, I wish I had. And then she was much younger. Then anytime I texturized my hair, and I said, oh, mommy, I wish I had your long hair. I wish this. I said, it's fine. I wasn't taking it seriously. But when she kept repeating it, I had to sit her down and sit her. I said, you know what? This is you. Do I have your this? She said, no. Do I have this? I said, no. So this is you. So this is the hair that you have. Accept it, love it, and begin to take care of it. And that ended the convention of wishing. So I'm bringing that into parents. Sometimes we wish that, I wish that this is the kind of child. I wish that my child is not this. I wish that this is. See, don't stop wishing already. Stop wishing. Sit down. This is a child you have. This is a teenager that you have. How are you going to help her? So if you are wishing for whatever reason, you're wishing that your child has the skills or has the competence to be this, but this is what you're saying that your child or your teenager has the competence to be doing. Please don't begin to build strength from the place of what you're wishing. I hope you understand. Begin to build strength from the place of where your children you are, and begin to bring competence rather from the place of your daughter's strength. Why? It will give her it will she will grow faster because she doesn't have to struggle because it's easy with her, it's easy for her. So that means it comes back to you need to understand what are my child's place, what are my teenagers' place of strength? How can I begin to build a competence in these aspects? Don't forget the fact that she has strength there. If you don't build competence there, if you don't build if you don't do the work there, it will just be it will just be on surface level potential. It will never be beyond that. And that's why some of us, we never grew into the things that we really should grow into because our parents have a better understanding. We're not castigating them, we're not faulting them, we're just saying that we can move from where they stopped. So some of us had potential to be great writers, great poets, great singers, but our parents said, "Oh, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an accountant, blah 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 blah." What are they doing? They're trying to build competence from a place that is not our key strength. Most parents that parented millennials are guilty of that a lot. Of course, I know I mean guilty in context, not guilty in the sense that they are all parents. I just mean guilty in context of the level of understanding that they had. But now times are different. Information is available, knowledge is more available now. So please, if you have watched your daughter's place of strength, what comes easy to her, what comes natural to her, what's effortless for her to do, her calling, her purpose, everything she's called to do, everything she's called to help people with is in that area of strength. It is in that thing that is easy for her. It is in that thing that she doesn't have to stress so much about. It is in that thing that she finds joy doing. So a smart parent, a deliberate parent will begin to build competence from there. That is how your daughter grows. She soars in confidence. I mean, it's common sense. When your daughter knows that I'm good at something, her confidence is gonna grow. It's that simple. Do you understand? So because and it's not just gonna grow, she's not just gonna become good all of a sudden. You need to help her channel energy, channel strength, channel resources, channel everything into ensuring that you build competence in that place of strength. And as you're doing that, watch our confidence level grow. Watch her take over a world, a generation. Watch her do it. And that is what I have seen people do with their kids. People that are more deliberate, people that are more intentional. I have someone that said to me, my daughter is just gonna go and learn interior decorations. I said, whoa. I know this person that said that to me was a person that had the opportunity, that had the whatever to make the child go to Harvard to go and study whatever. But she looked at the child, looked at the competence, I mean, the strength of the child, looked at everything that the child was doing, and said, you know what, this is where this child is gifted in. This is what this child. So if you need, please, dear parents, if you need to take personality assessment tests for your children, please do it by all means. I have done it. I know where the strength of my child is so that I'm able to help her in time. So it's like giving her expo because you already know where the strength is. So she begins to move from that place of strength and begins to build competence. And as she's building competence, of course, her confidence is going to grow. And trust, when a girl has confidence, people will listen. Trust me. When so most women, let's go now, women are even drawn to confident men. Am I right or am I wrong? They are drawn to men that are able to assert them. So it's just a law, it's a simple law of life. So please help your child. Don't grow a child in an area that is not an area of strength. That's why it is your duty, it is your work, it is your responsibility to find out what are the strength of your daughter, what is the strength of your daughter, so that you can help her. You can help her fast. So it's not every child that will be a medical doctor, that will be a lawyer, that will be a disability. It's not. So the world is evolving. These Gen Z children that we're having, this Gen Alpha, most of them, their lives are going to be so radically different from what it used to be. The cause, the passion they want to follow, the passion they want to follow, their life goal, their lifestyle will be so radically different from what it used to be. So if you're up and about your game now, you will know on time what's this child, what's the propensity of this child, what's this girl, what's easy for this girl, what's easy. I was privileged to be in camp, what they boot a boot mentoring camp, and I was privileged to listen to some things from some of the girls. And I looked at and I said, wow, these are girls that are gonna, like, when you hear people like Oprah Winfrey, do you understand what I am saying? These are girls that are naturally gifted in this kind of areas effortlessly. without stress, without anything. It just comes really, because it's natural for them. So, and you know, you begin to hope that, you hope those kind of parents have seen this and are beginning to leverage on it for the confidence level of the child. Because really, it's easier for you if you're in your element, it is easier to flow. You're going to agree with me on that. It is easier to flow if you're in your element than in a place where you need to struggle. Imagine me now, someone's telling me to come and teach mathematics. You're going to really, it will be as though you're really making my whole life hard. So no matter what, my confidence can't show, because that's not an area of strength for me. And because of that, my confidence is not going to be there. So that's what you need to do to your girl. Begin to find out, begin to put in the confidence tools. And how I've told you what I mean, then how do you put in the confidence tools? What does she need to be better in this area of strength? Yeah, those are the confidence tools that you need. What does she need? Okay, for example, your daughter likes to write. Okay, so expose her to writing, to seminars where they teach people to write, where they construct critically, I mean, what's the word now, where they give constructive criticisms to writings, let her, or expose her to readings. For example, she likes to make dresses, big, as long, do you understand? That's just an example. Whatever you're doing of those, you are putting confidence tools. You may think, oh, after I want her to study this, I want her to be this. Don't forget, your child is not here to do what you want in terms of purpose. Your child is here to do what she was created to do. And I've told us what she's created to do is already showing in the things that she loves to do, the things that she finds effortless, in the things that she finds joy doing, things that she wants to do even without payment. Do you understand? I could talk for hours on end. It comes natural. You don't give me a script. Just tell me, I want you to talk on this thing. I could just go on and on. It is effortless. Do you understand? So, and it's the same thing for every one of us. Some people are really good with their hands. This morning in the bathroom, I was helping one of the girls around me, she and my niece, yeah. So I think she injured herself somewhere, and then I was trying to, so she wanted to have a bath, and I was trying to help her adjust the bag on her leg for her to, and as simple as that task was, trust me, it was a challenge for me. Just to tie the whatever for her, so that water wasn't gonna pour on her leg. It was a challenge for me. But some people, and as simple as that was, for some people, it is seamless. They could look, this, they're they've done things. And then that kind of person, you are wondering, what are you doing studying medicine? Do you understand what I am saying? So please, that's why I said, don't wish. Don't wish. Those people that you're wishing, oh, I wish that my daughter is this. Their parents understood their level of strength, and they started building their confidence, their competence on that, and they translated into confidence for them. So don't wish. That one on your hands, whatever it is, watch that girl. What is the skill? What comes easy? What comes natural? That's what you need to be. And then as you're beginning to now help her, for her to get better on that area of strength, that is you putting in the competence tool. I mean, the confidence tools that your child will be needing later in life for impact, for relevance. I mean, look at Vicky James. I mean, there's a lot of the world has evolved from what it used to be. So you also need to shift your thinking. So you can't keep thinking the way we were thinking. Oh, for the millennials, I'm a millennial. For anyone born in between 1985 and 1980 and all of that. So for people born around that age bracket, what they told us was that go to school, get a certificate, and then come out of school and then get a good job and blah blah blah. But you and I know that the world has moved from that now. The world has moved to soft skills and skills generally. Very soon the world is moving further again to softer skills still. So how are you positioning your girl? How you positioning your girl? So don't struggle about these things. Don't fight these things. What's your girl gifted at? Please begin to build on that, so that you begin to build a confidence level from that area. The next thing I want to talk about, I took time alone because it's really important, so that we don't frustrate our journey and we don't frustrate the destinies of our daughters. It is very, very important. The next thing we need to do to boost your girl's confidence for relevance and impact, you need to work on and eliminate disenabling behaviors. Please, girls have a truckload of them. And if you go through our past classes, I've talked extensively on that, so I will not dwell so much on this. Please, discernible behaviors, it will not let confidence grow. For example, one that readily comes to my mind, this lack of social skills. Your girl is in a place. Maybe they have gone for maybe a birthday of an age, somebody in the age bracket, and all she does in that place all through is press her phone when she has gone for a social function. That's a grossly disenabling behavior. It will not make your girl grow in confidence. It won't. Or for example, other girls are engaging in conversations and she's just there mute. She's not saying a word. That's a discerning behavior. So that's just an example. There are so many of them. Other people, it might be, for example, what is in the living room trying to have a time, family time, and then your girl is somewhere in the room hidden behind that duvet. That is a discerning behavior. It will not help our confidence to grow. So I've just given three instances now. So there could be a whole lot of them, depending on the kind of girl that you have on your hands. You are the one that you will know because you live with these girls. So any discerning behavior that you see, please work on it and eliminate it. Otherwise, she will never be able to hold her own. And don't forget, the word is for the bold, the word for the is for the audacious, and the word is for the confident. If you're watching me live, I want you to put that in the comment section. The word is for the bold, the word is for the audacious, and then the word is for the confident. Those three things, you have to be audacious, you have to be bold, you have to be confident. Otherwise, nothing will be released to you. Otherwise, nothing will happen for you. That's the truth of the matter. You're not audacious about what you believe. You're not confident about the things that you can do, and then you're not bold. Nobody will commit anything to you. Nobody wants things to flop on their hands. Nobody wants so a project to start and then it doesn't finish. Nobody wants and somebody on an assignment that will be stuttering, that cannot answer questions, that cannot provide solutions, that cannot think, okay, if something happens, what do we do? So these are the things. So it goes beyond your living room. So you can't, when your girl is in the room, whenever that person is in the family room, and they say, no, leave her, she just shy, she doesn't want to talk. That is you enabling that. You are enabling a disenabling behavior. That's not going to augur well at the long run. Girls tend to do this, especially during teenage, especially when they don't have their way, especially when things are not going, especially when you have said no to them. They just want to go and hide from the world as it is. It's a discerning behavior. So when you have a misunderstanding with your colleague at work, you're gonna go and be looking for a place to go and hide your head and just say, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to work. No, it's not gonna work. So please work on and eliminate all discerning behaviors, building confidence. This is very important. So please, you are living with her, whatever you see. Or another example is she's in school and then she never participates in class activities. What's that? What's even that? They say, oh, some people want to say, I don't want to do, I don't want to talk, And the girls are very fun. There's a way they make it feel like a flex thing, like it's something to be proud of. It's something to be, it's something to brag about. Are they are they doing things in class? She's not participating. And I say, I used to at your parents, you're saying, oh, it's okay, she doesn't really want to talk. What's that? What do you mean she doesn't really want to talk? I'm not saying she should just go and be talking rubbish. I don't talk rubbish. I go to a fact in some places. For example, in the church I go present, they don't know half of the things I do. It's when they see my work on social media, like, oh, I don't just talk anyhow. So I'm not saying just be talk, and I'm a sanguine can talk. Even you sanguines, it's easy for them to talk. But I have deliberately recalibrated my mind to say that you can't just be talking all of the time. Because when you talk all of the time, people won't take you serious. That's what I've realized. You talk all of the time, people think you're talking rubbish. They don't take you serious. So I've learned. So I'm not saying your girl should talk all of the time. I'm saying that your girl should talk when it's important. Because she's not talking, she's not using her voice, she will be trampled upon. That's the truth of the matter. So please, any discerning behavior, please don't enable it. Don't say, that's her nature. What's that? So please encourage her, push her. For example, she has common friends, is a family friend thing, is a family friend gathering, and then there are teenagers like her there, and then she's just there somewhere laid back, withdrawn. Please, that's something you should watch. Or they're saying there's a camping, everybody's, and then she gets there, and then she just decides to go and go solo. I don't want to mix, I don't want to talk to them. It is not flex. Please don't think it's flex. It's not flex. It's not flex. She's probably hiding something, or she's probably nursing a wound, or she's probably just trying to get away from the world, and that's not healthy for a teenage girl, because teenage girls like to be together. They want to be in droves. They want to be everywhere together. So when you see your girls exhibiting this, please step in and find out what's happening. Step in and find out whether she's struggling with something, whether there's something on her mind, whether she's struggling with something even bigger than you think. So please step in and don't say, oh, she'll be all right. Please, it doesn't work that way. So you have to work on and eliminate these enabling behaviors. The next thing you want to do, you want to reinforce our sense of individuality. This is very important for girls. reinforce her sense of individuality. In as much as girls, they like to be together, they like to want to work in groups, they want to copy each other, they want to do all of that. Your girl should still know that she's a whole person, separate, different from the rest of the people. So there has to be an understanding of this thing. She has to reinforce it. For example, how do you reinforce this? She goes, "Oh, mommy, my friends." And don't forget, when they reach teenage, in a river of culture, their friends, they listen more to their friends than they do to you. Yes. Their friends' opinion is highly exalted in their sight than their parents. Yes. But you are still there. You are still important. Just that you're not as influential as between that 0 to 10. Do you understand? So, for example, she comes to say, "Oh, mommy, my friends, they are trying to, my friends are trying to have this particular maybe hairstyle or haircut or whatever," and you know that's against what you believe together. That's when you need to step in. Yeah, because in your individuality, your confidence too will grow. So you don't have to be like every other person. You don't have to do like every other person. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's the current why I'm fighting. Oh my God. So you don't have to. You don't have to. So let her know on time. Let her know early. The earlier she knows, the better. Because what's gonna happen one day when the friend says, "You know what? I think it's time for us to start having boyfriends." So does that mean your own child will jump in and start gathering boyfriends like the rest of them? Do you understand? So please reinforce. So for every time and you know what? When she's trying to lose herself, that's the word. When she's trying to lose herself, she will give you signs. It will show in form of dressing, in form of what they say, in form of the things they listen to, the things they watch. You will begin to see it if you are really observant. Even the songs they listen to. So when she wants to start losing herself, you will know if you're observant as a parent. And when you begin to notice these things, step in. It's not to come and clamp down. You're not in a clamp down. That's what I've said you should go and do. Step in. Step in for guidance. That's your role at that age. Step in for guidance. Step in for wisdom. Your child needs wisdom from you. Step in. So as you're doing that, what are you doing? You are reinforcing an individuality. And the more you do that, the more she understands, oh, really, it's okay. It's really okay not to be like everybody. It's really okay to just be this. It's okay. In as much as she wants to mingle, she's not lost. Do you understand? Your daughter can mingle and not be lost. Your daughter can still have her own clique and not be lost. Because really, no one can do life alone. So please reinforce her individuality. And I've told you, when she wants to begin to lose that sense of individuality, step in. Step in not to clamp down, step in not to be judgmental, step in not to be harsh, but step in to guide, step in to give wisdom. That is your role, that is your duty. And when it starts to change, you will know if you're observant, if you've been watching your daughter. Because don't forget, you've been with your daughter all her life. So you're going to know. By the time she's beginning to, you will know. So don't wish it away. That's what most parents do. We'll wish it away. We'll say she will come around. No, that's leaving things to chance. That's dangerous. Don't leave anything to chance when it comes to your child. Don't leave it to chance. What you don't like, stop it immediately. And then the way you will stop is very key. Don't go being judgmental. Don't just go with guidance, go with wisdom, and then go with options. Three things: go with guidance, go with wisdom, go with options. Let her know why she shouldn't do this. Let her know why this is what should be done. And do you know what? Do you make sure your daughter catches her own sense of individuality? She doesn't want to lose it. For example, right? I'm not sure there's any adult now that wants to really be so much like a particular person. All of us finally we have come to be all right. We've come to be all right. We've come to accept ourselves with all of our imperfections, all of our flaws. We have come to know that this is me. This is just me, without me losing myself into a particular process or into a particular person. So, but your daughter hasn't gotten there yet. So your duty is to help her. Help her. Step in, I said it. Step in with guidance, step in with wisdom, step in with options. And when you begin to do all of those things, when you reinforce her individuality, when she understands that she's just not like the rest of everybody, she's just herself, and then her purpose is different, and then what she's meant to do is different. What do you think you're doing? You are building her confidence. And with that confidence, she's ready to go on a journey of impact, on a journey of relevance. So their parents is on us. Don't wish it away. Don't clamp down. So it's not the time to now say, you know what? I forbid you. It's not the time to say I forbid you from. No, that's not the time. That's not the time. Don't go and be forbidding a teenager. She will look at you. She will rebel. That's the word. She will rebel. She will make parenting her difficult for you. So don't go and say something like, I forbid you from doing this thing. Come on. You will know better than to do that. You know better than to do that. So give her wisdom, give her guidance, give her options. Let her see why this is better. Instead of that fear of that fear of missing out, begin to give her the joy of missing out, because there's a joy, a lot of joy in missing out of all of the nonsense that young girls are into nowadays. So don't clamp down. Don't say, oh, as for Coach me, I said you should just go and no, don't go and clamp down. She's not in the cell, for God's sake. Guidance, wisdom, options. All right. The next thing you need to do to build the confidence of your child, be prepared for her failures, and let her be prepared to learn from it. Yes, she will fail. Be prepared. Oh, my daughter has fallen my hand so many times. Trust me. So many that I care to count, and she will still fall my hand. But you know what? We'll pick our lessons. We'll pick our lessons. We'll pick our lessons. So prepare for it so that when it happens, don't go and be so heartbroken. The way we say, I don't know, the way, because that's because we think let me tell you something. Right now, this is very funny. I work with teenage girls. My daughter is between. So for some sort of reason, people think that, oh, she's supposed to be perfect because after all, her mother work with teenage girls. And I'll just laugh. And I realize that sometimes some of the struggles that other parents are having, I am also having. So it doesn't make me feel no. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I want to be thinking, yeah, shouldn't my daughter know? I say, she shouldn't. She shouldn't. Why? Why should she? She's learning. So the way you are going to tell your own daughter, don't do this, is the way I'm saying the same thing to my own. So they will let them learn from their failures. Oh, she has fallen my hands. Trust me. Sometimes I'm like, hi, I want to like, oh, shouldn't she know? But last, I realized that she's also learning. It doesn't matter that I work with teenage girls. It really doesn't matter. I know when I was wondering, how is it that, and then when my coach started telling me that our own daughter that she just got to 17, she just got admission, that she just started seeing the change just last year. Do you understand what I'm saying? So please don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so. It's okay. So don't come be so heartbroken when your daughter doesn't do. Mine doesn't do. Sometimes my behaves, I'm like, trust me, they will do it. Why? Because they're still learning. They're learning, they're trying to grow. I know it, for example, it was just this thing I was saying to her that, you know what, henceforth, please, I don't want to see you eat. I've seen stains of food on your shirt again. I have been vulnerable. So I can't go and be feeling, oh, why can my daughter? Why? Do you understand? So please give room for failures. They will grow. Give room for failures. Don't go and behave as though you became perfect in just a single day. And that's the mistakes most of us make. Just share that so that you not be thinking, oh, everything is all dandy. Where no, I still have a lot. And don't forget, she's not even 18 yet. So I don't know what will still come. Whatever it is that she's gonna come up with, there is wisdom. That is this thing I can say. So that is it. So please get ready, prepare for failures and learn from it. So don't be heartbroken. How do I mean heartbroken? For example, you go to they stage a competition or they stage a play or they do something that needs your daughter to be vocal, and for some reason she lost her voice. For some reason, she could not articulate her point. For some reason, she couldn't marshal her point. For some reason, she even totally forgot everything. That's a place of failure. Yeah, you're going to feel bad, but please don't be heartbroken. So learn from it. The two of you together, learn from it. Do you understand? So how do you go back? You go back to that drawing board. Okay, how do we do? How do I help you? What do I need to do? Don't speak, because you know what? If you're so heartbroken, your daughter already feels bad. So don't make it worse. Don't make it worse. Don't make it worse. Look for a way to make it better. That's why you are there, for the guidance, for the wisdom, for the options. Don't forget, don't slack, don't lose guard. That's why you are there. So don't feel, and don't go and be coveting somebody else's daughter. That's one thing I need to state out here now. Don't be coveting somebody else's daughter. That one that you have is the one that you should deal with. Don't be covet. Don't covet somebody else's daughter. Sit down with the one that you have, begin to put the work, and it will show. You see, right now, I've said to myself that sometimes it looks as though I'm taking one step forward and I'm taking 10 or 20 steps back when it comes to my daughter, but I don't give up. That's one thing. Don't give up. I cannot, it keeps saying repetition. You keep saying. Don't give up. You can't give up. Give up for who? You can't. She will fail. She will disappoint. She will fall hand. But you, the two of you, gather up and still go again and still move on your journey. Why? Your daughter is still learning. So don't feel. So that's the word I'm trying to say. Don't be too heartbroken when she's not performing up to expectation. Parents do that a lot. Don't be so heartbroken. Don't. Don't. Rather, what is the lesson in that failure? Then learn the lesson together. The two of you move. And then the next thing you need to do to boost that, because you know what, if you are showing this heartbrokenness, you are showing this disappointment, it will kill her morale to want to be better. That's the truth, because already she has seen your expression. She has seen that, oh, you have already, you have already in your mind, even though you never said it with your mouth, but you've already written her off. Don't write your daughter off, no matter what. Don't write your daughter off. Don't give up on your daughter. Don't. No matter what happens, she's just God. No, you are a custodian, so don't give her up. Oh, there are so many things I want to like. Oh, but we'll move. We'll book our lessons. We'll move. We'll keep moving until, yes. If it means that you have to go back to that thing, please go back to it and go and learn together again. If you mean that means, well, let me tell you what I said to myself. When my daughter misses a step, I said to myself, okay, that's a place where you have not done the job very well. Go back there. That's what I said to myself every time. So I advise that you say the same to yourself. When I say a place that she's missed a step, and truth be told, it's not one place that I've seen her miss her steps. Oh, several places. So that means there's still a lot of work to be done. So let's keep doing the work. Yeah, let's roll the sleeves up and then get on with the work. All right. So the next thing you need to do, be prepared to be used as a practice field. These are other words that parents don't want to hear. Yes, if your daughter must be confident, she must start in your home. Yes, you heard me right. So don't go and be saying things like, "Don't shut up, oh shut up, oh shut up." Don't go and be doing that. Let her argue with you. I don't mean being rude. I don't mean being disrespectful. Let her air her views. That's what I mean. The girl say, "Oh," sometimes say, "Oh, can I rest?" He say, "No, because I want. Why should this? What? Oh, do you know what they are doing? They are building confidence. Yeah, like play. That's what they are doing. But everything they can't even air their views. Oh, do you know what I mean? Did you meet me in this life? Please stop saying all of those things. That's being culturally unintelligent. Saying things like, "Hey, you're the one that born me. Maybe I'm the one that born you." That's being culturally because your generations are different. So you can't be saying things like that again. Number one, you're not showing yourself as humble enough to even lead them. So let them advance their points, not by being rude or being disrespectful. No, that's what I'm advocating for. I'm advocating for letting your girls have their voice even in the home. Let them have a say. Let them have a say. Let them disagree with you. Let them disagree with you. The girls, they have disagreed with me severally. And I realized that I need to go and be humble all over again. I am being serious. I'm being vulnerable. Let them disagree with you. Why? When they are doing that, they are testing they are testing their skills. They are testing themselves so that even when something comes up outside, they're able to stand. They're able to defend themselves. They're able to say something for themselves. So please don't go and be shutting them. Don't shut them down. Don't stop. Don't argue with me. What's all of those things? We don't need it in 2024. If our girls must be relevant. The theme of the girl child for this year is something about the building the future and all of that. So if we must raise a girl that will be ready to take her place in that future, then we must be ready to be the practice field. Oh, my daughter uses me as practice a lot, a whole lot. Sometimes she just says, "Mommy, sit down here. I want to," and she go. I am being sincere. So please be ready to be used as practice field. Don't think, she's been this, she's been that. No. If she doesn't have a voice at home, is it outside there in that hard, cold world? Is that what she's going to be having her voice? So please be ready to be used as what? As a practice field. The next thing you need to help your child to be confident, you be ready to commit the required hours. I'm going to talk about it a bit. Be ready to be ready to commit the required hours for anything to be achieved, anything worthwhile, anything excellent, anything admirable, anything that will be, anything that will be of impact and relevance. You must have committed 10,000 hours to it. 10,000 hours is equivalent to 10 years. So before you give up and say that, "Oh, my daughter is lacking in confidence," Oh, my daughter can't face the crowd. Oh, my daughter can't do this. Oh, my daughter, before you give up, you must give it, excuse me, you must have given it 10 years. So have you given it 10 years? So if you have not given, some of us have not even had we have not even started this deliberate parenting, intentional parenting thing for 2 years, and we're about to giving up. So what's it? So be ready to commit the numbers of hours, the required hours for everything, anything. It's proven for anything to be admirable, for anything to any even our even building careers. Before you are able to say you have built rather a stable career, you must have been on it for at least 10 years. That's the truth. That's the truth. It's the same thing. You want to build confidence, you want to build values, you want to build everything, you want to build a life, anything you want to build. And for it to be beautiful, for it to be excellent, for it to be admirable, for it to be worthy of emulation, for it to have for it to be something that people want to associate with, you must have spent 10,000 hours, which is 10 years. So if you have not done that, please don't 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 be quick to crucify your daughter. Be ready, help her. Some of us, our daughters have never engaged in any speaking competition, and then we want confidence to just, it's coming. Our daughters have never attended anything outside of our homes, and want the confidence to be there, it's coming. And the school says, "Oh, we're going on a trip," blah, blah, blah. They will say, "Ah, no, no," and they will begin to hide them under our wrappers. And confidence is coming. It will come. It will come. And they say, okay, we're going to take them, and we begin to look for excuses. After leaving my daughter to go to camps as when she was 8, that's the truth. I lie not. In her school back home, 2 days. Now she's going to the one that should go for a whole week. She'll be fine. She will be fine. So when I see the report from the teachers, I'll know, okay, this is where to hard, this is where to hard, this is where to hard. So if you have not committed that number of hours, please don't grumble. Please don't murmur. Please don't complain. Don't complain. Don't complain. Don't complain. For anything that will be excellent, for anything that will be noble, for anything that will be admirable and copyable, you must have committed the required number of hours. Sometimes when I want to get discouraged, even on my own journey as a coach, I ask myself, have you committed these hours? Can you not complain? Can you just keep doing the work? Can you continue to do the work? And it is the same thing, parents. So I urge us, it's the same thing. I implore us, don't give up on them. If you have not, especially if you have not done the required work, don't give up. And if you have not done the required work, can we not grumble? And can we not expect a miracle? And can we not expect them to do what we have not taught them, what they have not seen us do? Some of us, we are in associations, they don't know us. Some of us were in places they don't know us. I say, I don't want to be known. I don't want to be known. Be there. Why? Why don't you want to be known? Then finally, you need to extend grace as you help your daughter. The way God extends grace to us, extend the same grace. When your daughter is lagging behind, when your daughter is struggling, she knows already. You don't have to rub it in. You don't have to, make her feel worse. She knows. Yes, just the same way when we fall short, we know. But God extends grace. Extend grace to your daughter. So that's why when and when she has said, "Oh, mommy, sheath the sword." I learned that like 3 or 4 years ago. Sheath the sword. When she has, sheath the sword and then go on your journey. That's the only way your daughter will ever grow. But for example, she's feeling bad that she didn't do so well in that competition, and then she comes home to another round of battering from you. Come on, don't do that to your girl. Don't. I'm not saying cuddle her. I'm not saying pamper her. No, all I'm saying is sit her down and be like, okay, how can I help you? And then begin to think. You yourself as a parent think, how can I help my daughter? This is where she's struggling. What do I need to, get resources? Do I need to get help? Do I need to put her in a community? Do you understand? Whatever you need to do, then begin to do them without necessarily, she's wounded at that point. She's wounded. Her ego is bruised. Everything is bruised. So don't pour salt on it. But unfortunately, that's what most parents do. We need to stop it. Extend grace. Extend grace. And don't forget, I said it's not a day journey. So the day is going to come. She's going to bring that medal home. And don't forget, you're not waiting for your daughter to bring a medal home. You are also taking your own medals. Yeah. You're taking your medals. Your daughter is taking her medals. Don't forget that. Mention 10 things to help you to boost the confidence of your daughter for relevance and impact. I said you need to understand on time that it's not a day's journey, and as such, don't give up. I said all utterly commit to the journey. Don't be tired. Don't get weary. Continue. You can't stop. I told us you don't quit from parenting. You don't sack yourself from parenting. You don't walk away from parenting. Then number three, create an enabling environment to grow confidence. I told you you can do that. Number four, I said begin to put in the confidence tools by building competence from the place of strength. I said work on and eliminate disenabling behaviors, reinforce a sense of individuality, be prepared for failures and learn from it, then be prepared to be used as a practice field. So all these things that we say, no, 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 it's okay. I don't want, for example, another comes to say, mommy, I want to, you listen or be my audience, and you go like, no, you can't continue to do that. And you want her to grow in confidence, she must use you as practice field. Then be ready to commit the required hours. I've told you how many hours we need. All of us in any area of our life, even it applies to us adults too. If I'm not seeing the results yet in any area of my life, I ask myself, have I committed the required hours? Then finally, extend grace as you help your daughter, knowing that your daughter is a project. She's not a finished work. And as you begin to do this, watch your daughter grow in confidence for our impact and then for our relevance. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. And yes, 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 yes. I'm excited about my book. My latest book is out finally, finally, finally. So it's going to be on Seller, it's going to be on Amazon. So please go and start ordering this evening. This evening, yes. And then the name of the book is My Family and I, Strategies to Build Lasting Relationship with Your Siblings. It's about girls. Trust me, when it's girls, I am all for girls. So it's about how sibling relationship among girls can be highly rewarding and mutually beneficial. And coming from me, I got two sisters. Trust me. So it's coming from someone that has explored the dynamism of sibling relationship to be something beautiful. Is available on Seller, it's available on Amazon. I'm still trying to the um publishing and printing, it's been printed already, but the printing is exclusively for now for some girls and the girls of and all of that. But if you're gonna buy, please. But if you want a bulk purchase, then of course you can contact us through our community on Instagram, Astute Academy, on YouTube, Astute Academy, Facebook, Astute Academy, and then our WhatsApp communities. All right, that's that about that. I promise I'm not going to take beyond your time so that I can go start preparing for the new week. Don't forget all of these things that we say. As I always say, if it's just one of them that you take and then you run with, even you will see a difference in your journey. And I'm that female coach that you want to refer your daughter to. So from age 8 to 18, we're willing to accept your daughter to walk her through a curriculum through which she grows into the woman that she is meant to be. All right, I'm happy that you are here. I'm grateful. I don't take your time for granted. For every time you show up, you give me the courage and then the confidence. Since we're talking of confidence this evening, the confidence to come again and again and again. Thank you so much, and do enjoy the rest of your evening. Still early, there's work tomorrow. Thank you, and bye bye.